Hello Lillas, welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm here with this little girl. She is the Peanut Sculpt and she is being sold by Silicone Studio, the number 2.com. I today wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things. I'm going to try her on some stuff too. I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things I look for when I'm shopping for silicone blank kits. Mostly just because I primarily just paint my own silicone at this point, babies. But even when I'm looking for one that's not painted by me, which the only silicone that I've bought in the last few, the last, I don't know, maybe 6 years or so was Clear dolls. Other than that, I pretty much paint my own babies. So I'm a big fan of open hands. I know that may not be people thing, but I love open hand babies. I also love babies with either 2 fists or 2 open hands, which is becoming rare, even more rare every day. And then I look at like feet size because I, of course, started out collecting reborns. So one of the things with the reborns that I would get frustrated with would be that I would get a reborn. I would love the sculpt, and then we get to the feet and they'll have like, it will be like a 3-month size baby with preemie feet. And that would just drive me insane. So I look at that. I look at proportions. For me, I'm a soft girl. I love me a soft silicone baby. So I was constantly like telling Silicone Studio, like, you can go softer, you can go softer, you can go softer. And I always tell them, like, if you pour one too soft, let me know, because it's probably just right for me. So I love the soft. I love the marshmallow blends. Which a lot of people call the super soft marshmallow blends, when indeed that's not what I consider to be marshmallow blends. Marshmallow blend for me is more like a memory foam. Like, you press it down and it stays down for a few seconds to come back up. I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 that's really true to that. But nevertheless, I love a really soft silicone. And one of the other things that, if you're new to collecting silicone and you may not understand this, you can have 2 babies that are really soft, but they feel very different still. Some babies feel more rubbery. Some babies feel more like spongy. Some babies feel fluffy. Some babies feel lighter. Because the sculptors, the pourers, they have their own formula blend, and so they're mixing up a formula, and it can feel very different. So sorry, I'm trying to not lose you guys, but trying to also not get unnecessary stuff. This is my little junk table over here. But yeah, so some people will be like, oh, these are really soft. There are some silicones that I felt that's really soft, but I don't particularly, they're not my favorite. And then there's some that's really soft that I really, really love. Or maybe not be as soft as one of the other ones, but it's the way that the silicone itself feels. And that's one of the things that I fell in love with her. I love the way she feels, and it's like a velvety feel, and it does have a bit of a little, almost like a marshmallowy feel, but not quite marshmallow. So the other thing that I look for, and there's a very popular baby going around now, and I had the pleasure of seeing one in person, and it was an automatic no for me for that reason, is because the arms were kind of sculpted down to the sides in this area. They don't have to have deep armpits, but I need them to be a little separated from, you know, the body, because it makes it very awkward to dress. Also, it is high prone for rips and tears when you don't have that natural indent there, because people are trying to dress the babies and stuff like that, and you just can't do it. This sculptor did a beautiful job with this part, and I love that. I love that about her. So part of the reason that I chose to keep this baby is because I really like the sculpting. Now the face on her is cute. It's not my absolute favorite face, depending on how it's painted. Just being honest with you guys. But I think she's quite the realistic face and an adorable expression. So that made me choose her to stay. Like I said, I wanted a baby that looked joyful, and I feel like that's what I got with her. So and then I liked her painting. I liked the way her painting turned out. And I know that sounds crazy coming from the person that painted it, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like, nope, I'm not a fan. Like, not saying that it, you know, is not nice, and I wouldn't dare like sell you something I wouldn't have, or I would discount it down, but just saying she was one of my favorites when it came to the painting style itself and the skin tone. Just never know what you're gonna get. So that's one of the things. So hands, I like either 2 open hands or 2 closed fists. I will many times go with one open hand, one closed fist, because the rest of the baby works. And it's, like I said, it's getting rare that you find that in babies nowadays. Everybody want to do one open hand, one closed hand, which, okay, whatever. Ears is another thing that I'm pretty particular about. This baby has decent ears. There's babies that I really, really love ears. It doesn't have to be like the best ears in the world, but I don't want them to just have a circle with a hole in it. Another thing, when I'm looking at silicone, and she has a little hair back there. So another thing I'm looking at with my silicone baby is I need their head to turn from side to side. That drives me insane when I can't turn the baby head and it just keeps springing backward. Just pretty much is straightforward all the time, because I like to pose my babies and take pictures. Will I have one in my collection that does not do as well? Yes, only because, like I said, I have multiple babies, so it doesn't bother me as much to have one baby that might not do as well. All right. Look at her. Well, so yeah, so she, like I said, she is a soft baby. I need to be able to pose the baby. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can see. You can see, like, she's just like so soft, and I just love the way that she wrinkles. I love the way her silicone feels. I like the way her sculpting is. She's, like I said, I feel like This sculptor did a beautiful job with her. The body is very much realistic. It's not squared off to where it's just a flat back or anything like that. She curls into you when you hold her and stuff like that. So, and I think Kathy did an amazing job with pouring her because, like I said, the softness is on point, and I love that. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's like you have bones. And I love that she has armatures. So, and they're soft armatures, so they don't like hold her rigid, but just enough to scrunch her little legs up, and she can hold it in her arms as well. But they pretty much are, you know, they're not rigid. They're still soft. Like they still have allow some movement. When I have the more firm armatures, they are very tight, and like this would never happen. It would just stay up. She would just be like that. If I put her up, it wouldn't move unless I move it. That's what soft armatures mean when I say it. It doesn't mean that the other ones are hard and you can feel them. It just means that they're flexible enough and soft enough to where the baby still falls and flops. So I do like those, but I like the stronger ones for my smaller babies sometime. Different things. I like different stuff for different babies. And I like to collect for a variety, so I like different a mixture, a little of this and a little of that type situation. I did get her a bib made, but I think I'm gonna have to get her a smaller one because this is the bigger bibs. And I don't even know if she can fit this. This is pretty big. The princess, I know the princess could fit this one, but I don't know if she can. But let's see. I hate covering her up. I'm telling y'all right now. A little bald head. I really be wanting her to just stay in a diaper. But at the same time too, I enjoy dressing this baby. She's a really good size. A lot of people, because the sculptor named her Peanut, they think she's like preemie or something. And you would say like, why would they think that? Like, but I can see why, because when I take close up pictures of like Kobe and them, like, and their preemies, they look bigger on photos or on video because I photograph so close up on my babies and they look big. If I zoom out, you'll see just how tiny they are. And I gotta remember to start doing that. But with her, she is a really good size. Like, she has some chunk to her. Like, she has thickness to her, which is really nice. So, honestly, she is one of my favorite sculpting style babies because of her body style, and that she's big feet. She has big feet and her open hands. Like, she really hit up on my list. So she is not going anywhere anytime soon. Hopefully, I don't have anything come to that. I do wish, I was looking around the nursery this morning. I spent some time just sitting in the rocker and looking around, and I'm like, who can I part with? Because I really want to clear out some babies and make space, not for new babies necessarily, but just to have a little bit less of a crowd in here. And I do have like I think I have at least 4 more babies coming for my personal collection. So that is going to be, it is going to be challenging for me to find spaces for all of them. But I have babies in here that I just, honestly, if, and I'm seriously thinking about going back to work for real. Even though going back to work is more problematic for me schedule wise as a single mom because of Gabby and stuff, but I do plan on going back eventually. But if I go back to work, the sooner I go back to work, the less I'll be painting to sell. So then I can keep all my babies. This did actually fit her. I actually like the way it fits her. But she has the cutest. I'm telling you guys, she has the cutest little face. Like I said, she has a different face style that I would normally be drawn to. But when I see her painted, depending on, how she's painted, and I've seen a few other versions of her, and I've liked them. One other one in particular I really liked. That I really love her little face. But yeah, I wish I could keep all my babies that I have right now right at this moment. Like, I really wish I could keep every single one of them, to be honest. I don't particularly have a baby in here right now that I'm like, gosh, I wish I could sell that baby. It's a real struggle. I put the princess up for sale every 3 or 4 days. And I'm not being like an aggressive seller of her, and that's probably why she's here, because it's like I put her up and then I take her down because I really, really love her and I kind of don't want to sell her. So I'm like, I have babies in the works to be, put up for sale, and I'm like, the problem is I'll probably finish them and want to keep them too. That's the problem. But I gotta let go. I really gotta let go. I have babies in here that I can't let go just in this moment, but maybe down the road I'll be able to. I don't know, because when I do my nursery tour, I'm gonna show you guys the babies. The next nursery tour I do, I'm gonna show you the babies, and I'm gonna show you guys. It's so crazy where it feels like, yeah, I got a lot of babies, but at the end of the day, when I look around my nursery, I don't have a lot of babies anymore. Like, it's so weird. I don't understand. Like I don't have no babies. Like, all my babies are like very sentimental, or they're sold out editions. Like, I can't sell my Phoebe or my Vegas because they are sold out editions. I won't get those sculpts again. I fought so hard to get Vegas sculpt, and I absolutely got to finish rooting him next year. And then I have my kit, which is like a very special baby. She's almost kind of like a one of a kind of her edition as well. Then I have my Nori, can't let go of her. I have the Emmy, artist proof cuddle, which is a one of a kind. I can't sell her. I have Jen, which is a one of a kind cuddle that I can't sell her. I have Demi, which Jennifer only pours that head like usually maybe one every doll show or something, so maybe once a year, twice a year. So I can't let that one go. Calvin, my reborn, comes from Miss Linda, which you guys know is dear to my heart. She told me while she was alive that if anything ever happened to her, he would come back to me, and that's the only way he would leave her. So he is forever keeper for me. I even want to get him rooted, but I won't even get him rooted because she told me that she thought about it, but she preferred him ball, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep him ball because that was her thing. And you guys know Miss Linda was very special to me. And then I have my Gabby Gill, and that one was painted by Claire. I have another baby that was painted by Claire in my private collection, and not getting rid of those. Yeah, I have a baby that was painted by Miss Patricia Reborns, who typically don't sell her dolls, and she actually did that baby as a surprise giveaway baby to me. I had no clue that she was making him for me. He's a Levi by Bonnie Brown. And you guys know I am a huge Bonnie Brown fan. On top of Miss Patricia is like the sweetest woman in the world. And I mean that. And we've been friends in this community for a very long time. And yeah. I have Penelope. She sent me that kit in a box as a gift. Can't let her go. Like, I have every baby. Taraji I painted her to resemble my daughter, which she looks like my daughter. Can't do that. Brooklyn is my whole little heartthrob. She is like a comfort baby. When I'm stressed, anxiety, I can pick that baby up. Kind of, it's soothing to hold her. Can't let her go. PJ, which is Paul Jr. for Paul Walker, but also named Paul because my grandfather's name is Paul. And he was painted by Jennifer Linkovitz. He is the most beautiful baby, Caucasian baby I have collected to date. And he cannot leave my nursery. He is like one of the focal points of my nursery. Yeah, and y'all already know, don't even think about Joey. He's in there in the office with me. I can't do no work without him. And Bridget, which is another Jennifer Lincoln-Fix baby that looks just like my firstborn child. That's crazy and ironic. I bought her secondhand. Like, I can just go down the list. Like, I just don't want to let go of my babies. And I'm telling y'all, if life hadn't took me for a whirlwind this year, I promise y'all, I would, every baby that's already painted right now, I would be like, nope. Little Princess would be snatched off completely. I already done snatched this one off. I will only put up the babies that I'm painting now, and I will have to stick to it. I'm telling y'all, this hobby is so addictive. I don't even know how I got here. We're 23 minutes in this video. I'm just rambling. But if you're still following, say Team Addicts in the no, don't say Team Addicts. People like, oh, they own something. Okay, it's Team Collectors. Let's say that. But this hobby is so addictive. I don't know how to get out of it. And a part of me some days is like, you know what, girl, paint your babies, build you a website, throw your babies on the website when they're done for sale, and just stop doing the social media, the YouTube, just sell your babies and just be a private collector and just go ahead and, do something else in the background. And I've still been kind of considering it, but I'm addicted, and I love the people that I've met in this community. Oh my gosh, I have met some amazing women that are girls. You know what I mean? Like, they're for each other. Like, they're not haters. They're not sneaking and being snaky and stuff like that. Like, I've met some amazing people. And especially this year, I have really leaned into some of my friends that I've met in person, actually, too. And yeah, so it's crazy. I don't know. Despite all the craziness that goes on in the community, I have just it's just hard to get from up under it. And they just keep making these sculptors just keep sculpting babies. Like, stop it. Slow down. Let us catch up. Like, give us a break. Let us breathe. But every time you turn around, I promise you, Cassie Brace right now got like 3 babies that I like. 3 kits. And I keep saying, I'm not going to buy these kits. I have a Gracie May kit sitting here. I need to do a review. I never did a video review of that kit, but I have a Gracie May. I have, I want to order Elsie by Cassie Brace. I just saw, I think she had a Lori or something that somebody painted, and I saw that one, and it's another one that she did that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, calm down. And for a minute she was getting on my nerves because her kits was starting to look like little sea creatures, but baby is getting back on her game, and I'm like, stop it, please. No more love. That's her last name. No more love. Please. Because it's like, they keep sculpting. And then Bonnie is teasing us with a sculpt that she's working with. Don't know if she's going to end up pouring it in silicone or reborn. I don't know. Vinyl. I don't know. But please stop. Please. Like, give us a break. Our pockets are screaming. Like, I literally be juggling stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get this. And it's like, sometimes you just gotta make that sacrifice, because that baby is, that baby is not gonna be there for long. So it is what it is. We'll see how it all turns out. I feel like, this is slow season. Everybody's preparing for the holidays and stuff like that. But January, February, people get their bonuses, income taxes, all that great jazz. Fresh start, new year. And it's going to be a lot. So we'll see. Maybe I can make it to the beginning of the year. And then I won't have to sell. I don't know. And then I got a whole box of vinyl kits, blanks, that I need to match all the COAs and just put a price and sell them bulk all in one bit, because I'm not gonna be painting vinyl like that. I've had Teddy on my paint table for probably 6 months now, if not longer, and he only got a couple coats in, and I'm just like, I don't have time. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't even showed you guys my baby that I sculpted, and he's fully painted and everything. I just haven't had time to share him. But we'll get there. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to a whole freaking 30 minutes. Bye.